NBA fans was back. You know what? I'm not even going to edit that out because I'm a real nigga. NBA fans, what's up? MindOfReese back, man. I feel like I ain't made a basketball video in a minute. The last basketball video I made was my Dallas Mavericks video on why I felt like Dorian, Maxi Kleber, and Dwight Powell were all expendable. It's my first video to hit 1,000 views, ain't counting. Right now it's at 1,100. So I'm really grateful for that. It's only the beginning. Small victory for me, you know. I got bigger goals, but you gotta hit the small goals before you get to the big ones. So hopefully y'all can do the same with this one, you feel me? But this is a video I've been waiting to get off my chest for a while. This more like a venting session. Like when I first really started putting more effort into this to this YouTube channel, and I knew I wanted to do basketball content, this was one of the first video ideas I had, and I just been sitting on it for so long because I've been doing other things and focusing on other things, and I always knew this is something simple, this is something easy I can do. I already know what I want to do. I'll just hit record, talk about how I feel about these things, and go. And now it's the time to do it. I'm tired of procrastinating. Plus it's the off season, need some content, right? So 5 basketball debates I hate having on Twitter. It's social media in general, but mainly Twitter, because that's where I have most of my basketball debates. I don't have basketball debates on Facebook anymore because they're idiots. And Twitter isn't much different. I mean, you know, not everyone is going to be smart on there, but Facebook is a different beast, bro. Don't have sports debates on Facebook. Basketball, football, hockey, cricket, whatever. Don't have none of that shit on Facebook. But let's start, man. Let's start with number 1. Just to knock it out of the way. First of all, if you're new here, make sure you hit subscribe before the video or after the video, whichever you want to do. Make sure you hit subscribe so you know when videos like this go up, or hit subscribe after if you like the video and would like more basketball content from me. If y'all prefer my basketball content, make sure you show me by leaving a like on the video, man. If I see that the basketball content is getting the most love, that's what I'm gonna keep pushing out for y'all. You feel me? Like labor. Anyway, number 1, man. In no particular order, this is just the first one. GOAT debates. I don't have to explain. I'm 28 years old. I'm sick and tired of hearing about LeBron, Jordan, Kareem, GOAT debates all the time. Bro, I just want to enjoy basketball. If LeBron wins his 5th ring, I don't want to have to. When LeBron won the championship with the Lakers, I had to mute Kobe, LeBron, all of this shit because people were like, oh my God, LeBron's the GOAT now. I don't want to hear that. And it's not even a hating thing because, you know, back in my younger day, I used to hate LeBron a lot because of the moves that he made. And me being young and now I'm growing older and maturing, I just want to appreciate LeBron for his greatness and the player that he is. I wish I could have done that back then, but maybe learning now, I'll be able to do that with other great players to come. You feel me? So now I just want to appreciate LeBron for his greatness, bro. That's all I want to do. I don't care about the GOAT debates. Can we have that when he retires? Sure, maybe. But to be honest, y'all have worn it out so goddamn much that I don't want it anymore. I don't want it anymore. It's like you fellas, hear me out. You know when you, how do I say this? All right, let's fuck it. You know when you, and afterwards you don't even want to have sex no more. That's what it's like. Yo, the GOAT debate is the masturbation, but when LeBron retires, you know what? That's a bad analogy. Let's just pretend like I ain't say that, but I feel like you get what I'm saying. LeBron, I'm tired of the GOAT debate. Let's just enjoy LeBron for what he is. Jordan has been retired for a long time. Sure, we can pick back up on the Jordan debate because at the end of the day, no one's ever going to agree. The debate is going to go on forever, and I'm pretty sure y'all are tired at this point because I am. Number 2, something that's recently become, like this is why I'm glad I waited to make this video because I could add this to the list. But it's something that's recently become a pet peeve of mine. And it's the underrated, overrated debates on Twitter. And every year, you know the tweet, oh man, Drew Holiday is the most underrated player in the league. Oh man, Mike Conley, they used to say Mike Conley is the most underrated point guard in the league. Oh man, Chris Middleton's the most underrated player in the league. This person's the most underrated player in the league. Klay Thompson's the most underrated player in the league. There is not one single most underrated player in the league. I feel like there literally cannot be one single most underrated player in the league. Just like I feel like there can't be one most overrated player in the league. And the thing is, people only make these tweets when these players have big games. They don't show them love. The players for underrated, they don't show love when they're just having good games, not getting the press. But when they have a big game, they want to say, oh, this person's the most underrated player in the league, because they want to feel recognized as much as the player for knowing this. The overrated thing. Kyle Kuzma, for instance. I'm not a huge fan of Kyle Kuzma. I always felt like Kyle Kuzma wasn't the guy that they say he is. And to be honest, I've been saying that since not his rookie season, his second season. I'm saying he's good, but the guys they're comparing him to and what they're saying and saying he's the best out of B.I., Lonzo, and them, I never felt like that was the case, and I still don't. One of my friends on Facebook, he might watch this. He know who he is. That's my boy. But he said that if you put Kyle Kuzma on the Chicago Bulls and take Zach LaVine off, Kyle Kuzma will be doing the same thing that Zach LaVine is doing. I think that is a bunch of bullshit. He's not on Zach LaVine's level. Does that mean Kyle Kuzma's a bad player? No. I just think they overrate him, obviously, because he was in L.A. I get it. But Kyle Kuzma's a good player, and actually I hope he does really well in Washington. But they tend to do this a lot. They did it with Ben Simmons. And, obviously I understand why they did it because of his showing in the playoffs. But let's not forget that Ben Simmons was runner-up and almost won Defensive Player of the Year. Yeah, he's not a great scorer. Sure, he hurts his team that way. But let's not, just act blind to the positives, which are really big positives of Ben Simmons. He just has some holes in his game. He's young. He's going to fix them. But the overrated, underrated debate, I can't stand it. I don't care to say who's the most underrated or overrated. Cool, I'll have a debate and say, oh yeah, that player's underrated. But when it comes to ranking, comparing, like, oh nah, this guy's the most underrated. Because what measurement is there to say this guy is more underrated than this guy? Because a lot of players have fans. A lot of players get recognition. Just because you don't see it doesn't mean it's not out there. Just saying. Number 3. This is a debate I don't see often, really at all. I see it more so on podcasts and stuff, and it's not something I'm a fan of. But what if debates? When I say what if debates, like, oh, what if Kobe stuck with the Hornets? The Hornets never traded Kobe, or did I just spit? Fuck it. What if the Hornets never traded Kobe, or what if Tim Duncan went to the Magic with T-Mac and Grant Hill never got hurt, or what if Ray Allen never hit the shot, or what if Kristaps Porzingis never got hurt against the Clippers, or the worst redrafts. I get redrafts. I get why people like them. Personally, I don't like them. And there was one guy I know, Jackson Rogers. He has a YouTube called Hardwood Vibes. Shout out to Jackson. He had me on his podcast about a few months ago, and we did a redraft. That's cool. I'll do that for him. He wanted me on. He wanted to do the redraft. That's cool. But I'm not gonna go out of my way, like on my channel, to do one. Like, I get why people like him. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with him. I personally just don't like him because, to be honest, the redraft things kind of connects to another debate that I hate having, which is really becoming like my most hated, like the one that infuriates me the most, and I can't wait to get into it. I'm gonna save it for last. But what ifs, I don't see them often, so they don't bother me as much. But what if debates serve no purpose for me? Sure, I understand the fun in it. Sometimes it's barbershop talk. Cool, I get that. But it serves no purpose. Why in 2021 are we still asking, oh, well, what if Jordan never retired for those 2 years? Who gives a fuck? Number 4. This is not a certain kind of debate. It's a certain kind of people I debate with. Stats guys. Stats guys, and especially analytics guys. Oh my God. I hate analytics, period. I understand the purpose they serve. I understand, they are of somewhat importance. But if we're talking about basketball, don't just bring up analytics and feel like it's the end all be all of the debate. Like, oh, I brought up this analytic stat. That proves it. No, it fucking does not. Y'all bring up stats. Y'all bring up the counting stats and shit. Oh, well, this player averaged this and this. And you tend to do that a lot, I've noticed lately, when you're trying to belittle or downplay the achievements of a player. And especially when it comes to efficiency. Y'all, efficiency is important, but bro, y'all overrate efficiency so much. Oh, well, this player is better because he's more efficient. Who gives a shit? Okay, let's keep it honest. Before Kobe passed away, I saw a lot on Twitter of people saying, oh, well, Kobe was just an inefficient shot chucker. Now y'all love him. I always loved Kobe. Y'all love him now. I see a lot of fake love out there, you know, but I remember the debates. I remember the things y'all said. And y'all saying the same things now about people like Allen Iverson and Tracy McGrady. Two players who will be prominent in the future on my channel with a new series I have set up coming. But I want to focus on the Truth series for right now. But keep that in mind. But y'all doing it a lot with those players. And it's very frustrating. Y'all do it with Melo. Melo's a great player. Melo's one of the greatest scorers this game has ever seen. So is Allen Iverson. So is Tracy. Tracy McGrady, as far as basketball skill, I'm not talking about accomplishments. I'm not talking about what the fuck you won. I'm talking about pure basketball ability is one of the greatest players we've ever seen. And a lot of y'all wouldn't know that because y'all decide to have debates on Twitter about players you've never watched just because you look up Basketball Reference. Go back and actually watch players. And I'm not talking about highlights. I'm talking about actual games. I'm pretty sure there's games you can find on YouTube. Don't stop this video to do it. Wait till after I'm done. But I'm pretty sure there's games you can watch on YouTube. Stop having these debates with me. I don't care. And last but most certainly not least, hindsight debates. And this is personal for me. But I need to get this off my chest. Everyone, if you watch the channel, if you know me, you know I am a Dallas Mavericks fan. For the past few years, and it's mainly LeBron fans, and I know why y'all doing it, have constantly said, yo, that Dallas Mavs 2011 team was stacked. Y'all seen the players they had? All-Stars, Defensive Player of the Year, Tyson Chandler. You know what, bro? Let me get comfortable. I'm about to nip all that in the bud right now. I was there. I was 18 in 2011 when we won the championship. I watched the Mavericks that year. I watched basketball that year. No one in their right mind, for the most part, felt like the Mavericks were going to beat the Miami Heat. The Dallas Mavericks were picked to lose, for the most part, in each and every series that we had in the playoffs. Against the Blazers, against the Lakers, against the Thunder, and especially against the Miami Heat. Do not come and tell me on social media, Twitter, MySpace, fucking Black Planet, I don't care. Don't get on there and tell me the Dallas Mavericks were stacked and like, oh, they were the better team. Bro, fuck all that. Because I'm going to be completely honest, and some Dallas Mavericks fans may not like this. If LeBron James wasn't too scared to take the lead and he actually stepped up, we get our asses kicked. Honestly. We won that. Of course we played great. I'm not going to downplay what we did. We played amazing. We were a great team together. We played great team basketball. We played great defense. But LeBron wasn't mentally LeBron yet. He wasn't mentally tough yet. He wasn't ready for that stage. And we took advantage of it. If he were, there would be no contest. Don't tell me, oh, well, y'all had all-star Sean Marion. Sean Marion was a role player at that point, bro. Sean Marion was not an all-star anymore. Sean Marion had been on two other teams at that point, the Miami Heat and the Toronto Raptors. And if I'm not mistaken, there might have been another team. Jason Kidd, Hall of Fame player. He was about 37, 38 at that time. And I'm not talking about 37, 38 doing Chris Paul things. I'm not saying he was a bum either. But Jason Kidd wasn't prime Jason Kidd. Jason Terry was a very good player, absolutely. Sixth man of the year. I get that. But you telling me you taking Jason Terry over Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, or LeBron James? Obviously not. But I'm saying that to make a point. Their best three, every single time they stepped on the court against us, they had three of the top five players on the team, on the court. Every single time. Every single time. It wasn't even close. It was no contest. It was no contest. Don't tell me, you know, oh, well, and y'all doing it because y'all don't want that loss to look as bad on LeBron. I know that's why y'all doing it, but cut that shit out. Especially the Tyson Chandler bullshit. That's how I know y'all don't fucking watch basketball. Tyson Chandler was not a defensive player of the year on the Dallas Mavericks. It wasn't until 2 years later when he went to the New York Knicks in 2013 when he won defensive player of the year. Stop it. Cut it out, please. It's not true. You're making shit up. I was there. If you didn't watch basketball back then, that's cool. If you were just casually into it and you knew about shit, that's cool. But don't go back and look up rosters and tell me about my team simply because you looked up names and stats and accomplishments. Please don't. Please don't. Talking about, oh, y'all had Page's story. Y'all were deep. Bro, cut it out. Cut it out. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. We were not picked, for the most part, to win any of those series. We were not. Y'all not going to sit here in hindsight and say, oh, well, you know, that was a stacked team. You know, that they really stood it. No. Because if I asked you back then, you would say we stood no chance against the Miami Heat. And I bet my next check on that. Mainly because I can't prove it, but still. Cut it out, bro. We don't want to hear it. So, that does it. 5 NBA/basketball debates that I hate having on Twitter. If y'all hate having any of these debates, let me know in the comments. Maybe you can relate to any of these. What's some debates, sports debates, any kind of debates, honestly, that you hate having on Twitter as well? Leave them in the comment section below. Make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe. Ring the notification bell so you know when my other basketball content comes out. Now, I'll let y'all next time. Peace.